How would you reflect on 2018 overall?
Yeah, we had a great year. We obviously, we would have hoped to progress. We got to the semi-finals of the All-Ireland there for the first time in 27 years back in 2017. So this year we would have been hoping to progress to that level and further again. Unfortunately, we didn't, kind of defeated by Galway there in the quarter-final. But in fairness, we, reflecting on the season as a whole, we won more games in competition than we did the previous year. So there was huge progression there. And again, we had a lot of new players and that's a good bit of changeover. So looking back on the whole year, it was extremely positive, and the last couple of years under David Herity has been really successful for us. So we're looking forward to 2019 just to kind of push it on again and just keep that forward momentum going.
Yeah, you mentioned David Herity there. Your former manager now. He resigned a couple of weeks ago. Put up a statement on Twitter. He said he feels that the camogie game in Dublin is in a great place, but he's not the man to lead it forward. What was your thoughts on him leaving the role?
Oh yeah, we were very disappointed obviously to see him go, and but we are just extremely grateful that to have had him really for the last 3 years. Like, we had a great relationship with him and a great bond, I think, on both sides. It was extremely positive experience. Can't really thank him enough for what he's done for the game and the county and for the girls, for all of us, our own development as players and as a team. Sad to see him go, but wish him all the best of luck with it. He'll definitely go on to other teams and get success hopefully, and but he'll always kind of have a good place with us in Dublin.
Yeah, I think of course there was a definite feeling that he was building something. The results had improved, performance had improved as well. We spoke to him a number of times as well. Have you spoken to him? Do you have any idea why he left? And what are you guys feeling now? The fact that someone who helped you so much is gone, and now the county board are looking to appoint somebody else, of course.
Yeah, look, this is the way things go. It's a huge commitment to manage a team, and people have different reasons for staying and going. I don't think it should be taken for granted, for a manager to just come back every single year. It's sometimes it's a case of that they feel like they might have taken you as far as they can or whatever. And for David, there's reasons. Everyone has their own reasons, but I think he'll probably move on to a few other teams, and that. There's absolutely no negative reasons or anything for him leaving the team. He had a great experience with us as players, and we also had the same. And I think whoever he's really built a good base there with the leaders in the team, like myself and the other captains and that and the leadership group there, that we will kind of drive on. So it's not a case of that he's leaving and it all kind of goes back a few steps. It's definitely moving forward momentum. Whoever kind of comes in and takes his place, I think he's really left a good solid base there, and definitely a bit of a legacy as well. So it's all positive in that sense.
Yeah, so he's left, and someone who's come in not in the manager role but another role is Philly McMahon as head of performance. Actually bumped into him this morning, and he was a busy man before. Now he'll be even more busy as a head of performance with the Dublin camogie team. What's your thoughts on him coming in? Of course, he's won so many All-Irelands with the Dubs, works full time, owns a couple of gyms, owns a couple of food companies. He's probably the perfect man to help you guys in that area, in those areas.
Yeah, it's very positive to have him on board, and I think it'll it brings great positive kind of exposure to the team, and definitely something we need. We've worked very hard on strength and conditioning at senior level, so I think we're in a very good place there. But I think to build with the juvenile teams and the kind of maybe the minor setup and that the strength conditioning will be really beneficial to be involved with his gyms. And yeah, it's just great to sort of have someone of his calibre, I suppose, involved. But I think, as a team, I think we'll just, we kind of need to just drive it on ourselves there with whoever kind of steps in with the new management.
How easy or hard is it as, an almost professional athlete and also working full time to be in the gym, to eat properly, to have a proper diet and all that sort of stuff? Because it's those moments where you might be up at 6 in the morning, you're working all day or whatever it is, then you go and train to try and actually eat properly. I'm sure Philly might help in those areas, but how hard or easy is it to have that, proper routine, to be an elite sports person and also have a life away from it?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. I think, we kind of started on that process a couple of years ago. We've had a very good strength conditioning program in place with John Matthews and DCU Sport over the last number of years. So, we've kind of, you build on that year on year. It is tough, especially when you're trying to recover. Recovery is probably the hardest part, and you're saying diet and that kind of thing. It becomes habit, and it is time consuming, but it definitely adds to your game, and it's definitely an essential for all the athletes. But it's really just the recovery that's difficult when you do have to get up, go to work, or if you have a college game like I'm playing this year I'll be playing with the university and the club and county, so there's very little recovery time. You really have to mind yourself, get into the gym, do your go for your swim and that kind of thing. So time wise, it's just not really enough hours in the day for it. I wouldn't say it's something like I struggle with in terms of like I enjoy it, and like it's it's part of it, gives you a great structure, and it's it's great to when you can see the improvements in yourself in your game when you kind of focus on those different things. And I think our team has actually, we've I think Philly will obviously help with that, like you said, his background and that, but the senior panel is definitely like already kind of on that road anyway. We've kind of been working on that for the last couple of years, and I think it can only really improve now with his involvement.